Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday and we're reviewing Travel Blog Europe and USA.
Some people love to travel, others love to read about traveling. Project Boundless is an internet magazine designed to bring those people together. As a travel blogger for Project Boundless, your job is to visit new places and write about them. To cover your costs, you'll receive a modest stipend. Modest because the project is still in the experimental stages, relying on government grants and tourist industry donations. Much of your stipend will be spent on travel, but whatever you can save is yours to keep. As a travel blogger, you won't get rich, but maybe if you save enough, you can finally go on the trip of your dreams. Beware, in Ocean City, eating while swimming in the ocean is prohibited. What components do we got here?
Yeah.
We got our deck of cards for Europe and USA.
We've got our 2 player tokens.
Okay, you know that
each color.
they don't see
That's
you.
right.
Lots of player tokens, and the beautiful money and the player boards. Just iconography, so it's easy to remember.
Player
the
aids.
Yeah.
2 maps.
Rule book.
The card, the central
And
spinorama that
And
you
the
put your
pamphlet
trivia.
of facts.
Trivia pamphlet.
And the glass bead.
Yes.
And a glass beads.
So this game is played over 7 rounds. The first 6 rounds, you're paying out of your pocket for your travels. You're getting throughout the game. You're
It's your
getting
expenses.
$600.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so you're getting $600. Yeah, one for the first 2, 200 for the second 2 stages, and then the last 2 stages you get 300, and then the final stage you actually get paid for the longest trip you can make.
Judged by everyone but you, so it's actually
Yeah.
the shortest trip you can
So,
make.
Well,
so
it's the
you don't
short-
count all the
but
way
yeah, but
around
you're-
the
but
bloody
you're
map
trying
and the
to
figure
choose-
8 or anything
You're
like
trying
that.
to choose the states or countries that are furthest away,
Or right next
or
to each
right
other,
next
yeah,
to each other
to get those
the
bonuses.
bonuses.
North Carolina. No one may be a professional fortune teller.
So the biggest thing you need to know about this one is you need to know your geography.
Oh, yeah.
Because either map you play, which is the United States or the Europe map, is going to be face down while you make your selections. And only when you're looking at the routes will you get to see it. So if you don't know your geography very well, you have limited time to try and memorize 50 countries or states before it's going to be hidden from you again. Illinois, beware. The law forbids eating in a place that is on fire.
Now, you got a deck of cards here with all the states and
Or
countries on them. So there's orange ones for the states and the blue ones for Europe. And what will happen is the current player will put one in each space on the board here, and then put 1, or depending on the stage, 2 in the center. And then everybody all at once, after all the last one's been dropped in there, will be taking their token or tokens, depending on the stage again, and placing them next to those countries or states. And you get a penalty if your country or state ends up next to the starting location, which is in here. And there's the best would be like 2 countries or states away from the starting location.
Go by borders.
Yeah,
Every
so
border
in
you
borders,
cross is $10.
exactly. But later stages there'll be 2, a starting and a finishing destination in here.
In Michigan, persons may not be drunk on trains.
But anyway, you'll start from 1. You'll pick 2 of these. Use both tokens. You only have 1 in your hand at a time. You pick 1 and then you go to the other one, and then you'll try and figure out your destination and penalties again from those.
Yeah, the people who are faster thinkers will be able to get their tokens down faster, and if you place your token on top of somebody else's, you take a -10 penalty for every token below yours. So if everyone chooses the same spot, the person on the bottom of the pile is laughing because everyone else is taking a huge penalty.
If you're good at geography, like this is...
Or you get lucky.
Yeah, this is the United States and Europe.
Won
So
by getting lucky.
if you're familiar with the geography in either of those places, yeah, you'll do well at this. Oh man, Europe is so fractured.
That's not Europe.
Yes, that's the States. Yes,
This is your
grabbed the wrong one. All right, there it is. So many small, dinky little countries. Unbelievable.
This is a good game to play with your kids. It's educational.
Yeah.
It's recommended 8+.
Well, it's good
25
for
minutes to
anybody who's
play.
not good at geography.
And
They'll
it's,
learn
and it's a
something.
fairly quick game too. So if you don't like geography, at least it'll be over before too long. It does say 25 minutes. It might be a little bit more, especially for your first game.
Yeah, when you're explaining how things go, but after doesn't take a lot to master.
No.
So,
I was
yeah.
actually surprised, considering how little game there is, how big that manual is.
Indiana. It is illegal for a liquor store to sell cold soft drinks. The money and the tokens and everything like that look fantastic. The artwork's nice. The only thing I think is maybe the maps themselves. We were saying, if they were the stiff board would be a little bit nicer or something, because they got these little, I guess, glass or plastic tokens that mark your destinations and
They
the
tend to
countries.
slide
Yeah, they tend to slide
when
around.
it's curved like this.
And it's just the two places. You know, you can make this for pretty much anywhere in the world, boards. You know,
just add
and-
more cards and
Yeah, you could print out maps yourself and just, some nice simplified
Nice
maps.
stuff on the cards. We're talking about artwork and stuff on the USA ones. The flags of the states are all there, and a
Oh, yeah.
picture of some landmark or something that's endemic to that state that you would think about all the time. Minnesota, beware! It is illegal to stand around any building without a good reason to be there.
Yeah, but it's not just
South Dakota's got the Black Hills, etc., etc.
the geographical layout, on the maps that you're learning where everything is here. You've also got little bits of trivia for the states and Europe, for all the countries.
Nice little
and,
bonus to make
states here.
geography fun. There's
Yeah.
interesting, quirky things you might not have known.
Yeah, what's fun about the state side, you've got one little heading under each state that says "Beware" in bold, and there's just some crazy things in here. It's like, where'd the one go? There's Georgia. Beware, donkeys may not be kept in bathtubs. It's fun.
It was a fairly close game.
I wouldn't want to play a lot of games, especially if I know if I'm playing against someone who's very good at geography or been to a lot of these places. But yeah, off
But you
camera. Hi,
played
Kate.
against
Yeah, but Chris did his blind luck shotgun
Yeah,
approach.
he got
and
blind luck. You
he
can
won.
Well, I've got some idea because I play a lot of Euro games
Yeah,
with
it was so fun.
European maps. It helps.
You could get lucky though. You just kind of toss them out there.
And Chris did win.
Yeah.
I mean, he won by 10
Yeah.
bucks over Craig and I who had $10.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
and
very-
I
very
just
tight game.
sucked at it. I'm slow.
Right, you were only $50 behind.
Yeah,
That's
not
not
too
that
bad.
far. That's
Not
less
too
than-
bad.
That's one half a turn.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
Kate off camera.
Okay, yeah.
In case you can hear her and not see her. Well, obviously you can't see her, but
Might be hard to hear over.
Wrapping up for Travel Blog Europe and USA. The theme.
the theme
Your
works.
travel blogging, the theme works really well with this. You're traveling around and you want to make more money. Stop going next door. Get farther away. Tell people about stuff they don't know already. Easy to play. Really easy to play. I mean, if you know geography, you're at a huge advantage. But the mechanics of how it's worked out is simple. That's not going to hold you back. It's only the knowledge of geography, which means you need more time thinking about that rather than trying to remember what the hell to do. Because put your disc out. Oh, okay. I can remember that. Now what's the map look like? And fun to play. You're learning geography.
It was
And
alright.
you can't really say you're doing anything but learning geography when you're playing this. So if you're not into learning, and I know some of you aren't, just want the game where where's the part where I get to shoot at the other guys? Well, that's not here. So if you're into something that has a little bit of education value to it, you're going to get a lot of fun out of this. I give Travel Blog a 6.5.
I enjoyed it, and I really appreciate a game that actually gives you some education out of it, and it was actually enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
And the components, I think they were mentioned before. The components are really nice in
The
here.
money is amazing.
The money is the most impressive, but overall, great presentation, and the theme and everything works. So I enjoyed it. I gave Travel Blog a 7.5.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple game. I think the most points go to the education side of it. It's fun, but I don't see big replayability unless you're adding different maps to it. You print some out, or maybe they just put out some expansions with a bunch of different maps or something. But it's fun, just not very exciting.
It's a
as
great
far as
filler
our games
game.
go. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good filler game in that. But
And you can play it with your kids.
yeah, you can play it. Probably best played with a family or something, or kids or something, so they're learning something at the same time and having fun. So I'm going to give it a 7.
So that's probably where it's going to land,
Yes.
with the value of mathematics being what it is.
yes.
So that's
All
it.
kinds of learning.
Yeah, that's it. Somebody's tuned out right now. Learning and more learning. That's it. I'm never watching these guys again.
we
I'm
mentioned
going to
money?
start trolling them.
Idaho. Riding a merry-go-round on Sundays is considered a crime.
So that's it for this episode of the Gamers Table. Tune in next week where we review another game.
And maybe get a box of some air from another part of the world.
Yes.
Because that's what we do.
Breathe in air.
From everywhere.
We
In and out.
aspirate.
In and out.
They just never changed it or updated it, right? So, I mean...
These are just too good. Here's Washington. Beware, it is mandatory for a motorist with criminal intentions to stop at the city limits and telephone the chief of police as he is entering a town.
Hello?
World's
Chief of
dumbest
Police.
criminals.
Hello, this is Chief Wiggum. I'm gonna come in and, actually I should be doing Snake. I'm going to come in and do some crime. Okay, come on in. Oklahoma, beware, people who make ugly faces at dogs may be fined and jailed.
Okay, that's it. That's the one.
I don't know. Donkey in the bathtub was pretty good too.